Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. After a hiatus for the 2024 television season, Bachelor in Paradise returns next week. The show underwent significant alterations, including the introduction of a new showrunner. Following the franchise's behind-the-scenes shakeups, Scott Teddy takes over as showrunner and executive producer. Scott Teddy has also been given leadership of the upcoming Bachelor season. The spin-off has more than just a new head honcho. Bachelor Nation followers hoped to witness a golden Bachelor in Paradise. Instead of showing two distinct episodes, ABC blended the young and old casts into one massive season. Bachelor in Paradise also made significant changes for Season 10 to address safety concerns among the candidates. Keep an eye out for all of the specifics. Bachelor in Paradise Season 4 production was suddenly halted following allegations of sexual misbehavior involving contestants Corinne and Demario Jackson. There were fears that Corinne had taken too much wine and was unable to consent to the act of intimacy she shared with Demario. An investigation absolved the show of any misconduct, and production proceeded without Corinne and Demario. Corinne has since accepted full responsibility for the incident, claiming Demario Jackson did nothing wrong. Following the scandal, Bachelor in Paradise established a drinking limit. Contestants are permitted 2 drinks each hour. But, according to Wells Adams, contestants can get around the drink restriction. Bachelor in Paradise candidates face more than just an alcohol-related safety risk. Season 10 saw a significant shift from filming in Mexico to Costa Rica. One reason for the shift was that the contract with the resort in Mexico had ended. However, there was another reason for the new location. According to sources close to the project, the cast's safety was also a consideration. As regular viewers are aware, the accommodations at the resort in Mexico left much to be desired. The candidates' rooms lacked air conditioning, causing a number of medical difficulties as a result of the heat. The Mexico resort did not have air conditioning, and there were some close calls and big scares due to the heat, mixed with alcohol and all the emotions of the show, that they wanted to avoid, disclosed a source. In addition to air-conditioned apartments, the contenders will have access to their own private pool. There will also be a new but recognizable figure beside Jesse Palmer and Wells Adams. Hannah Brown enters Season 10 as Paradise Relations to dish out refreshments during the rose ceremonies and provide advice to the contestants. After more than a year off the air, Bachelor in Paradise was finally set to return, and anticipation had never felt more intense. Bachelor Nation, having endured a dry spell through the entire 2024 television season, was buzzing with speculation, excitement, and more than a hint of skepticism. The franchise, once a cornerstone of summer guilty pleasure, had suffered a turbulent year of behind-the-scenes shakeups and public controversies. But now, with a new showrunner, a new location, and a historic twist to its cast lineup, the stakes were higher than ever. Season 10 wasn't just a return, it was a complete reinvention. The biggest shock to the system came with the announcement of Scott Teddy as the new showrunner and executive producer. Teddy, an Emmy-nominated veteran known for bringing fresh life to stale formats, wasn't just taking over Bachelor in Paradise. He was also stepping in as the new captain of the entire Bachelor ship, overseeing the flagship show's upcoming 30th season. His arrival signaled a changing of the guard, one that ABC desperately needed. The network made no secret of the fact that Paradise had been reimagined from top to bottom under his leadership. In the weeks leading up to the premiere, promos teased an ambitious new format that had fans on the edge of their beach chairs. Gone were the separate airings of Golden Bachelor in Paradise and the traditional young cast Bachelor in Paradise. Instead, ABC had boldly decided to merge the two, bringing contestants of all ages, some as young as 23, others well into their 60s, onto the same Costa Rican beach. While the idea initially stirred confusion, it quickly became one of the most talked about twists in franchise history. The age-mix dynamic promised not just romantic intrigue but generational clashes, alliances, and unexpected mentorships. There were questions, endless questions. How would the rose ceremonies work? Would there be a separate date card for golden contestants? Could a 30-year-old genuinely find love with someone pushing 70, and would ABC allow that storyline to blossom on air? Scott Teddy, never one to shy away from controversy, encouraged the speculation. Love doesn't know an age bracket, he told Variety during a red carpet interview. And neither does drama. But alongside the creative overhauls came necessary practical changes, especially regarding safety. Longtime fans would remember the dark cloud that hovered over Season 4, when production came to a halt amid allegations of sexual misconduct involving Corinna Olympios and Demario Jackson. Although both the internal and external investigations eventually cleared production of wrongdoing, the damage had already been done. A new drinking policy had emerged in its wake, limiting contestants to just 2 alcoholic beverages per hour. That rule, however, had grown increasingly performative over the years. As franchise bartender and comic relief Wells Adams admitted in a recent podcast, there are loopholes. Mix 1 drink double, nurse it for an hour, you're good. With Season 10, producers were determined to ensure contestant well-being wasn't just a legal checkbox but a lived reality. That began with a major shift in filming location. The familiar Sayulita, Mexico resort that had hosted Paradise since its inception was officially out. Costa Rica was in. The change wasn't only about scenery. According to multiple production sources, the Mexican resort, once romanticized on camera as an idyllic paradise, had long suffered from severe climate control issues. Air conditioning was spotty or non-existent, which, in combination with tropical heat, booze, and emotional stress, created a cocktail for potential medical emergencies. There were nights when people passed out, had nosebleeds, or had to be hooked up to IVs, a former contestant confessed anonymously. The audience never saw it, but production was constantly walking a tightrope. The new Costa Rican setup, nestled into a lush rainforest near the Pacific coast, boasted fully air-conditioned private villas, individual plunge pools for contestants, shaded cabanas, and even a wellness center equipped with on-call medical staff. It was luxury reimagined for television, and safety. "We didn't want to just keep people alive out here," Teddy quipped. "We wanted them to thrive." Another bombshell came with the announcement of a new cast member, not as a contestant, but in a new hybrid role, Paradise Relations. Season 15 Bachelorette and fan favorite Hannah Brown would join Jesse Palmer and Wells Adams as a sort of camp counselor meets therapist meets hostess. She'd offer support, guidance, gossip, and even drinks during the rose ceremonies. Dressed in flowing boho resort wear and wielding a pitcher of frozen margaritas like a priestess with holy water, Hannah was there to calm the storms, or stir them up, depending on what was needed. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.